eviction is a legal action brought in court by a landlord to retake possession of a rental unit from a tenant or other occupant. To start the process, the landlord files a notice of claim, which establishes the reason they believe they are entitled to possession of the property, such as non-payment of rent. After the notice of claim is filed, the eviction process usually takes place in 2 stages. The first stage is called the possession hearing. At the possession hearing, the landlord and tenant can try to negotiate an agreement on possession, which may include payment terms or a date for a voluntary move-out. If they can't reach an agreement, they'll go in front of the judge, who will listen to evidence presented by both the landlord and the tenant, and then decide who has the legal right of possession. In the second stage, which happens if the landlord is granted possession, a damages hearing may be scheduled about 2 months later. At the damages hearing, the landlord will provide evidence for how much money they believe the tenant owes them. The tenant can also file a counterclaim at least a week before the hearing if they think the landlord should owe them anything. The judge will consider the evidence from both sides and make a final decision. It is important for the tenant to provide a written forwarding address to both the landlord and the court so they can get the itemized damages that the landlord is claiming. If they disagree with anything or they have a counterclaim, they must show up to the damages hearing, or the landlord will usually get all of the money they are requesting. At the hearing, the judge will review evidence from both sides and determine whether or not any money is owed.